poetry collection, Yellow Light, was published in 1982. There are 5 elements that characterizes his work: a distinctive voice, a passion for poetry, loyalty to past generations, a sense of place, and a love of language itself. Garrett Hongo's poems often center on the complexities facing Americans of Asian descent as they labor to establish a personal identity, interact with people of other backgrounds, and express themselves artistically. Hongo's poems paint portraits of the people around him, and he invests his people with dignity and bathes them in love. In 1988, his second collection, The River of Heaven, made a strong impression on literary critics. His poems overflow with the common details of contemporary American popular culture, such as television shows and pop music, all delivered in a language and style that blends passion and delicacy. Many of Garrett Hongo's poetry were prose poetry. Prose poetry had a major surge in the contemporary period. It has been popular since the 1970s. Hongo's poetry and prose are expansive, for they touch upon the personal, social, historical, and philosophical. In fact, his most successful poems contain poignant examination of people, places, nature, heritage, and history. In the contemporary period, poetry leaned more toward power. Poetry was more implicit, more compressed, and more provocative. Poetry assumed an agility in the reader, a willingness to leap rather than walk. This was evident in many of Garrett Hongo's work, such as The Legend, What For, and Cruising 99. One of the first and most obvious points about the contemporary poetry is that meter and sound operate in less regular ways. In 1995, he published a well-received prose work, Volcano, a memoir of Hawaii. Some critics say Garrett Hongo's style is similar to Walt Whitman's, partly because both poets frequently repeat words, word order, and phrasing, and often include catalogs of concrete items.
Let's go camping, man.
Let's go chancing.
Let's go cruising.
Let's go boozing.
Let's go smoke.
Let's go folk.
Let's go rock.
Let's go pop.
Let's go jazz.
Let's go fast.
Let's go slow.
Let's go blow.
Let's go Latin.
Let's go catting.
Let's go jiving.
Let's go hiding.
Let's go disco.
Let's go Frisco.
Let's go blues.
Let's go cruise.
Let's go far.
Let's go near.
Let's go camping.
Let's go chancing.
Let's go lazy.
Let's go boozing.
Let's go crazy.
Let's go cruising.
Well, God damn it, Lawson, why didn't you play in key and keep to the rhythm? First you say you want to go back to Fresno, back to the fish store in Kamaboko Gardens or the West Side, and then you say forget it? I take it back, let's go to the Sacto Bon Odori instead.
Yeah, and this ain't even shoyu season yet, chump.
Oh hell, what's wrong with you two? Can't you improvise? You know, I'm just laying down a bass, man. Just a rhythm, a scale, something to jam on, something to change, find our range, something to get us going. Once we get started, we can work our way around to weed. Put on some tire chains or break down in Selma. Refuse to buy grapes, raisins, or gallo. Do a spit stop at Scatto Sporting Goods. Pick up some air mattresses shaped like pro diving women. And float all day downriver to the deltas. Sipping cokes and sake in a summer heat.
Shit, why don't you just solo and forget the rest of us? You start chanting and pretty soon we're hearing the entire Lotus Sutra.
You two Buddha heads just a pair of one-eyed jabs with dishpan hands and deadpan minds, man. This is the champ talking and we're playing Chinese Anaconda. A card, no P for Bakai, roll your own high-low, 3 for sweet, 4 for 4 hot sour soup stud, and neither of your yawns put down your ante yet. So shit or get off the shoe my fellas.
Calm down and watch the road, Alan.
Who's driving this heap anyways?
I thought you were.
Thought Lawson was.
Don't worry, this is a Dodo-driven autopilot cruise control AAA map flying a gas dual overhead cam super sophisticated frijole guacamole Gardena Guajanco Chanco Chalupa cruiser with a Buddha Bandit bumpers jack.
Where we going, Alan?
What do you think, man? We're going to paradise.
On the road to paradise, distances don't matter. nor the roll of the road past walnut groves. It's skies that counts, the color of it at dawn or sunset, a match more true to the peach than a mix of oils by Matisse. Or maybe it's actually weather we love most, the way it shifts and scatters over the state, like radio waves bouncing off the face of the moon.